Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the next episode of the Psychedelic Experience. How's it going? It's your old pal Joe. This is my fourth time trying to get this one recorded. So hopefully this is the winner. How are you? Thanks for checking out the podcast. Let's get business out of the way. Patreon.com/utilize shrooms. That is my Patreon. You can go there and you can check it out, and you can get all sorts of fun stuff. There's some stand-up videos over there, videos of the podcast, uh, and you get the podcast early and all that fun stuff. It's great. It's over there, $5 a month if you want to support me. You can do that over at patreon.com/utilize shrooms. If you would like to donate more, you always can. But yeah, if you're liking what I'm doing, fucking check it out. Head over there, take a peek, see what's going on. That's all the business. YouTube, you can go there, youtube.com/utilize shrooms. I'm pretty sure that'll, or if you just search utilize shrooms, I don't think it's slash. I think I fucked that up somehow. But if you search utilize shrooms, there's a bunch of other stuff that's on there that isn't on the Patreon too. So I got some stuff going on, some videos that you can check out, mainly just by searching utilize shrooms. Do that on Patreon and you'll find me. Do that on YouTube and you'll find me. If you do that in most places, you'll find me. I'm not too hard to find. That's all the business. Hell yeah. How's it going? How's your life? Is it good? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing as well as you were last time we checked in, if not better. I really hope you're doing better than you were, because that ain't a bad thing, right? And if you're doing worse than you were last time we checked in, hey, that's okay. Every week's not a winner. It's up and down. Life comes in waves, and you can't have a peak of a wave without having the bottom of a wave, whatever the term is for that. The bottom. The peak is the top. I know that. But if you didn't have the bottoms, you wouldn't know what the peak felt like. So ride the waves out, and don't get hooked on pills because you feel bad. Just something good's right around the corner. So how about that for you? How about a little motivation for you to get this one started? Not all negativity. Got a new microphone too. I hope it sounds a little bit better. That Snowball was a little beat up and lived in that van with me for quite some time. And I just noticed during the Zoom calls, anytime I have a guest on the podcast, I wasn't super excited or super happy with the quality of the audio on my end. So hopefully this will fix that, and this way I'm also not hunched over and talking into the snowball. Not that any of you would know that if you're listening to this, but if you watch the videos, you know that I am hunched over in the videos talking into a microphone, but not anymore. My spine is straight. The ideas are flowing through me much better. I can already feel it. Very, very excited about this. Got some microfiber towels too, people. Let me tell you about pampering yourself, all right? You get a microfiber towel and you just sit there and then you're dry. Isn't that nice? I should probably get a sponsorship for that. I don't understand how it works. I'm not going to lie. But all I know is it says, do not rub yourself. Pat yourself down. Or just wrap yourself. And so I like a good wrap. Old cotton towels, the drying off is always so aggressive, you know. And my towels are beat up. They're in poor shape. They're not soft anymore. So I'm really just, I think, damaging my skin by how aggressive I was drying off with those towels. I don't know if anybody else has this kind of problem. Because when I'm ready to be dry, I just want to be dry. I don't want to be wet anymore. I want to be dry. And I wasn't really satisfied with the cotton towels up until this point in my life. I'll be 33 this month, Cotton towels, 33 years. But I got a microfiber towel, and I tried it today. No fuss, no muss, no rubbing, a little bit of chubbing. That's how good it felt. It felt like you're wrapping yourself in, I don't know, baby rabbit pelts or something like that. It was just so soft. It felt so good. And I was dry rather quickly. So, shout out to microfiber towels. If you're using microfiber towels, hey man, why didn't you tell me about them sooner? You know, would have appreciated that. If you're not using them, if you're still, you know, stealing from hotels, if that's how you're getting most of your towels, uh, You don't have to do that anymore. Invest in a couple few microfiber towels. I got an extra one. If anybody needs one, if you're out there, you need a microfiber towel, I'll cut you a deal. All right. Next person to subscribe to the Patreon, you get a bonus microfiber towel. All right. Just send me a message and let me know that you heard about this microfiber towel, and that's the main reason you subscribe to the Patreon account, and I'll send it to you. I'll mail it right to you. It's definitely worth that towel is definitely worth more than $5. It'll change your fucking life. Shipping, that's on your old pal Joe. How about that? Sign up, people. Let's get going. I want the world to be as happy as I am with my new microfiber towel. It feels great to have one. Oh shit. How's your week been? Has it been good? Did y'all watch the debate? Did you see that? All that fun. Doesn't it make you feel good? Make you feel good about where the country's going. Sure fuck it does. Good Lord, man. I'm uh I'm not a political guy, as you guys already know that, and I don't spend much time watching TV either. But I did watch all 90 minutes of that, and hoo-wee. That has to be some of the best television that has been on in the past decade. You can tell me there's a better episode of SNL than 90 minutes of 2020 Jerry Springer. That's pretty much what we brought back, was the Springer Show, which was great trash TV back in the day. But then everyone decided to clean up their lives as Americans. We don't enjoy that trash TV anymore. It's like bullshit. You love it. That's been the problem. We've been lying to ourselves for the past. When did Springer go off the air? When did it kind of fade away? Whenever Steve took over, and the Steve, well, fuck that. I love you, Steve, but you ain't Jerry. Keep being a security guy, bro. You ain't Jerry. Once Jerry left, it should have been done. I feel passionate about that. It's a great show. Brought my family together. But I'm just saying, that is who we went away. We strayed away from our roots of enjoying trash TV, and they tried to make TV nice and do it for everybody, and it sucks. There hasn't been a better episode of SNL or anything. I don't care what the fuck other shows you watch. What's the other one people like? Anybody? What show do you like? Because it sucks in comparison to that 90-minute debate that was last week. It was fucking incredible. What's the one about the fucking dragon show? I keep wanting to say Queens of the Stone Age, but that's a fucking band. I know that's a band, but I can't remember the fucking dragon show that everyone was so stoked about. Okay, Sopranos. There we go. That's a TV show. Never been a better episode than what the fuck happened during that debate. Friends, fuck Friends. The show's trash. Bunch of fucking racist television show at that. How about that, people? Remember how racist Friends was? You can never have that show on today because it's a racist show. Jerry Springer, never racist. He treated everybody equally. Always had different varieties of guests on. The most non-discriminatory show in the history of America is Jerry Springer. I'll talk about that debate being trash. Good Lord. It was so fucking funny. I loved it. I loved every minute of it because it's so bizarre of what, I don't know, of what you're taught, like as a kid, what a presidential debate is, or the clips you see. But I'd have to go back and watch like a whole debate of like Nixon and JFK and all that shit to see if they're doing the same shit that Biden and Trump are doing. I don't know how you vote for either of them if you watch that, to be honest with you people. I don't know if you're undecided. If you watch that as an undecided voter, I don't know why you'd vote at all. And even if you were decided and you still watched it, I don't know how you'd vote for anybody either. I don't know how you'd vote for them. They're both just lunatics. Cutting wrestling promos. That's what they're doing. They're not saying anything, but they're just getting everybody all jazzed up, man. Trump's real good at that. he has some roots in wrestling. He's in the WWE Hall of Fame. I don't know if most people know that, but he even had a whole thing, a whole angle where I think he had a wrestler at WrestleMania, and Vince McMahon had a wrestler at WrestleMania, and the two wrestlers wrestled each other, but it was a hair versus hair match. So whoever's wrestler won, they got to shave the other person's head. And Trump, I think, had Bobby Lashley, and I think he beat Umaga, R.I.P. Umaga. Uh, but then Trump shaved Vince McMahon's head. But anyway, I'm just saying he has roots in the wrestling world. So when it comes to cutting promos and just being, he's a reality TV guy. He knows how to talk. He knows how to entertain people when it comes to being on TV. He's great at that. Joe Biden's not. So it's just like in the sense of it, even the debate. It's like what did whatever they said, they weren't talking about me. And I can guarantee you, whatever they said, they probably weren't talking about you either. They were talking about each other. They were talking about what they have done and what the other person hasn't done, and then and then they just flip it on each other and they go, "Well, you said this," and you're like, "I said that, but you said this, and it didn't have anything to do with you or me." It's all a big show, man. It's The Rock. Trump's like The Rock in that sense. The Rock was one of the best at cutting promos back in the day, man. He could still do it. He's always had the entertainer in him. And unfortunately, politics have become entertainment. But we'll find a way out. Anyway, one of the best things The Rock did was if he was if somebody showed up, if he was cutting a promo and somebody showed up, he'd always ask them for their name. What is your name? And then the person would try to introduce themselves, and he'd just cut them off and say, it doesn't matter what your name is. And it just would always get a big pop. The crowd would love it. And Trump's real good at that. Whenever he did I forget, I don't even remember what the fuck they were talking about, but Biden was going the first thing and the second thing, and then he skipped and went to the third thing, and Trump was like, you were on the second thing. And it's just, he's too quick. He's all jacked up on meth. He's very quick-witted, but very fun. Good luck, good fucking luck. I don't know how that made anybody feel better about anything. I don't know how it doesn't make you give up and just say, enough with this bullshit, because it's a show. And then he got COVID. Isn't that neat? Isn't it neat how fucking everyone's so evil now? Everyone just wants this man to die. And that's hilarious. These are like the good people. These are like the liberal people who love everybody. It's so fucking funny. They found the villain. It's like a movie. They want him dead. It's so fucking funny. And that's fine. Like, I don't care. I don't care that you don't care if he dies, because I don't care if he dies either. But I also don't care that your grandpa died. None of it's my problem. You know what I mean? So you can't have it both ways. If you're okay with the fact that the president might die from COVID, and you're kind of hoping that he does, don't be mad. Or don't expect people to be empathetic when you're like, my grandpa died. It's like, I don't give a shit either. I don't know your grandpa. It's not my job to feel bad for you. Like, I understand my grandma has died. I loved my grandma very much. She was sick. She had like fucking lung cancer and a brain tumor. All sorts of shit. She was in pain for a while, man. But I don't make that anybody else's problem. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad at other people because they don't, because they're not upset that my grandma died in 2007. Excuse me. But either way, I'm just saying, all these good-spirited people who love everybody are very excited that Trump might die, but are also get very upset if you don't care that their grandpa died or whoever, somebody they know died. It's like, oh my God, y'all are losing your minds out there, man. Y'all are living in a reality that is beyond my comprehension. So I just choose not to participate in that fucking spectrum of existence where you hate people that you don't know for no fucking reason. even though they're probably the same as you. They're the same people. They just grew up a little bit different. That's all. Let's move on from that fucking shit. Good Lord. Man, I don't, it's not all sunshine, but hopefully we made the debate shit a little bit fun. I don't fucking know. I'm just trying to do a little lighthearted podcast here to maybe make you think about some shit from a different perspective, but that's all. But I don't know. Y'all ever break your phone? I broke my phone. I haven't had my phone for 2 days. 3 days, technically, now. Been kind of nice. I'm not going to lie. I dropped that fucker. Last week was interesting. I did some comedy last week, people. See, it's not all bad. Maybe I should have started with this. This was a trip because I finished up. I quit working at the brewery that I was working at. That was fantastic. But my last day was like a Wednesday, and I had to work 2 jobs on Wednesday. So my day started at 7 a.m., and then I got back home around like 10:30, 11. But during that day, fucking Scott Eason up in Huntsville, he's a comic in Huntsville, he hit me up to come do an outside show. And it was like, man, I just worked that double. And then I had to open the restaurant again Thursday morning and work Friday morning. So I just didn't want to do it. I wasn't into it. I just didn't feel like making the trip. But then my buddy Brad, y'all should know Brad by now, Brad Sativa, he hit me up and he's like, I'm doing the show. It's like, oh, fuck that. All right, man. Absolutely. Yes, sir. I'll be there. You know, that's, I'll go through the trenches with Brad. I don't give a fuck. You know, that's my brother. You know, we'll go through this mud together like dogs. So fucking worked all day Wednesday. Opened Tuesday morning. Day started at 7 a.m. again. Got off, came home, showered, drove 3.5 hours to Huntsville. Did a show. Drove 3.5 hours back. Got here like 4, you know. Slept whatever, a few hours, and the day started at 7 a.m. again. And that was Friday. And my whole plan for the weekend was to go by that brewery that I'm starting the show at, Social Fox in Norcross here in Georgia, and try and pump up, get some tickets sold and all that shit. So after work, I came home, laid down for a minute, showered, popped out to the brewery, and was fucking chatting with people and shit. And then at some point in time, I dropped my fucking phone. And my brain was fried too, so I'm trying to, not that I make a lot of sense anyway when my brain isn't fried, but for 2 straight days, it was just like, right at that point, 2.5 days of like, maybe 11 hours of sleep in like the 2 whatever nights it was. But I'm trying to talk to people, and it's like, just probably not making any fucking sense. But we got through it. But man, that shit burnt me the fuck out. That used to be like nothing, doing that shit for comedy. I remember when I worked at the bagel shop in Nashville, I used to have to be there at 3. But it's like my buddy Monty, you remember Monty from the last episode of the podcast, Monty Mitchell. He was down in Chattanooga for the weekend, and, excuse me, little ginger belch there for you. Feeling healthy. But he was down for the weekend, told me to come down, hang out, whatever, and maybe I'd get some guest spots. So I went down Friday, didn't get guest spots, was told I'd get a guest spot on Saturday, did not get guest spots, did the open mic, and then drove back Saturday night, probably left Monty, made sure I watched both of his sets, and then left at like 11 to get back up to Nashville, which is like 2 hours, hour and a half, some shit like that from Chattanooga, and then went to work at 3. The point is I've done that many times, but it just it drained me. It drained me. It was like Sunday, I'm recording this Monday, but Sunday was like, every part of me was like, get up, go work out, get shit done. Like my mind was telling me that, but my body was fucking off, man. I couldn't get shit together. So I just sat in my room, edited podcasts, edited videos, drank water, ate some vegetables and shit, and then was in bed by like 9 and fucking slept until about 9 this morning. And I feel great now. But man, I was exhausted. Whew. I did, you forget how important sleep is. And especially, with doing comedy and drinking and shit like that, how much sleep you're missing out on, and fuck, just waking up, being hungover and pretending that it's fucking, that's how you're supposed to feel. It's not good. Anyway, my phone is broken. After all that exhaustion, my phone has been broken. It's been nice a couple of days, but I got this show coming up, so I'm kind of worried about it. But man, I dropped that fucking thing, and everything cracked on it. I hope this is still recording. Fuck, I'm gonna have to log back in. My fucking screen locked out, people. I'll be right back with you. Hold on, we gotta take a quick break from this recording. Okay, sorry about that, people. My fucking my screensaver popped on. I couldn't tell if it was still recording or what's going on. And I have to plug in an external keyboard to get my fucking laptops fucked up a little bit, so the middle row of keys doesn't work, so I couldn't get back into my laptop. Anyway, I apologize for that little interruption. Not that I knew what the fuck I was talking about anyway. Something about debates or some fucking, oh, my phone breaking too, but there was some other shit about getting drunk and feeling shitty when you wake up and how it's not good and how you shouldn't be doing that to yourself all the time. So I have not been. But then when you exhaust yourself, you can really feel it. But not anymore. Feeling good, people. I hope to get my phone back today. I'm probably going to walk over there afterwards. Who knew? Who knew it was so fucking expensive to get a fucking, it cost just as much to get the fucking phone fixed as it did to get the fucking phone. It's crazy. Phones are out of control. Everything is, I don't fucking know. Anyway, how about we do the animal video of the week? That's what we're going to do. We're going to switch to the animal video of the week. I was trying to watch some that weren't from the Dark Side of Nature Instagram account, but those ones are just so cool to me. I can't help it. There's also cute video. You can find videos of puppies doing cute shit all day. There's a great one. I'm pretty sure it's on World Star. I don't know if y'all fuck with World Star still. I love World Star. I check it daily. There's a great video of a guy. I think the video is the title of it is Two Old Heads get into a fight and one pulls out a propane tank or something like that. Just these two old guys, man. These two old bucks, but they still got it in them. So they like, I don't know how the fight started, but it just cuts to them kind of swinging on each other, and then one picks up a propane tank. It starts trying to go to work on the other old head, and he doesn't connect at first. He's kind of swinging it, the other guy's kind of blocking it, but at some point, I don't know if he pushes him or the dude trips, but somehow the dude without the propane tank ends up on the ground. And it's like, if this guy, giving credit to this fella with the propane tank, he did not hit this guy in the head with the propane tank, which he could have if he was really trying to hurt him. So I think they may have been friends or just somebody who had known each other for a while and gotten into a little scrap. But he picked it up. If you ever seen a wrestling match where they use like a trash can, where you grab either end of the trash can and then you're smashing people with the middle of it, that's what he did with that propane tank. It just got him a few good shots in the old kidneys, the old back there. And then some people broke it up, and that was it. But I love World Star for that you can find a fight where you can find the fights where people get really hurt, but you can find fun ones like that where no one, you got hit with an empty propane tank a few times in the kidneys. Maybe don't run your fucking mouth so much to your buddy, especially if you're drinking. You might have been drunk. Who knows? But there's a you should check that one out. But the animal video that was fun was like someone had a little puppy, right? You probably already saw it. But the owner of the dog is scooping food into the bowl and then takes like all the food out but like 3 pieces and puts it down in front of the dog, and the dog looks at it. It grabs the bowl and flips it and then looks back up at the owner like, what the fuck? Isn't that cute? See how that one's not that fun because it's cute? I was just trying to balance it. I feel like some people might be like, why are you always talking about the dark side of nature? What about the light side of nature where a puppy flips over its fucking bowl? Isn't that cute? Ah, it's adorable. Fills my heart with joy, but I have nothing to say about it. But I did see an eagle take down a deer. What the fuck? A trained eagle. Some fucking Eskimo dude or some shit like that. I don't know where the fuck he was from. Has this giant eagle, which I guess they're all pretty big. But I don't know what kind of eagle, but it's fucking he there's a deer running and it's not like a tiny deer, it's not a fawn, like it's a doe, a decent sized doe. And he just signals the fucking eagle to, hey, go latch onto that deer, and that's what that eagle does. And it rides the deer like it's a rodeo guy, like a bull rider, because it gets on the back of its legs, and the deers will buck. Some deer are buck. You get what I'm saying? Some of them are bucks, but a lot of them will buck, as in a verb. You feel me? Sometimes I gotta break this down. Sometimes I'm too smart for my own good here. Getting deep on this one. But deers will buck, and they'll kick you square in the fucking face if they can, much like a horse. But it's trying to buck this eagle off. It doesn't show the end of it, so I don't know how the guys got the. I don't know if the deer just if the plan is for the deer to just tire out from the eagle, because that eagle's not letting go. That eagle has its fucking claws sank into like whatever the glutes of the deer. I don't know if a deer has glutes. They got butt cheeks. Isn't that what a glute is? Do deer have butt cheeks? Someone's got to answer that for me. I'm not going to look it up. Do deer have butt cheeks? I know they have round legs towards the back there. But anyway, I'm just saying there's a lot of meat. A lot of meat back there that the fucking eagle could sink its talons into. And it was just riding that thing like a fucking bull rider. So I don't know if it tires out and they go over and cut the fucking thing's throat, or if the eagle starts fucking pecking at its head and killing it. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but fucking pretty neato video that y'all might wanna check out in case you've never seen an eagle used as a weapon by a human. That's pretty cool. I wonder if they've ever used those on other people. Because even if it doesn't kill, like if it's a small person, even if it's a big person, if a fucking eagle flies out of nowhere and latches onto your shoulders, the fuck you gonna do? You can maybe break the eagle's neck. That'd probably loosen its grip a little bit, but still, it's gonna be chaos for a minute. I wonder if that's ever happened. Or maybe like a, fucking rogue eagle, trained eagle on the loose, knows how to attack and kill, but has wandered astray. It's turned to the dark side of nature. And it's just out there killing people. Or what if what if it's the guy? What if the guy is just trained, his eagle is so brainwashed that it will kill even if it's not for the right reasons? I'm sure that's happened before. I'm sure there has been somebody with a trained eagle who got pissed off at Jim because he's playing Kid Rock too loud. And he sent that eagle over there, and it fucked Jim up. And now Jim don't play Kid Rock anymore. I bet that's happened. It's probably a good place to end the podcast, don't you think? A little two-parter. This one's going on a little bit long. I think we're closing in on 30 minutes for this one. Extended version of the Psychedelic Experience. This has been pretty fun. I've had a good time bullshitting. That's all I'm trying to do. Give you a little break from the nonsense. Even though we talked about the nonsense, we talked about the debates a little bit. I don't know, people. But overall, just trying to give you a break from your bullshit. Talk about eagles. Talk about phones breaking. I hope it's been fun for you. Thanks for checking it out, man. As always, you can go to patreon.com/utilize shrooms and subscribe to my Patreon over there. $5 a month, you get everything I have and more. You can also donate more if you'd like, but that's all it is, $5. If you got $5, throw it my way. If you don't, I understand. That's all right too. But patreon.com/utilize shrooms. You can search utilize shrooms on YouTube, find all that fun stuff there too. And that's it, man. Thanks for checking it out, guys. Keep your noses clean, keep your heads held high, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. I appreciate you guys hanging out, man. I hope this was a fun one for you. I'll check in with you very, very soon. Y'all take it easy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of people around you. And I'll catch y'all real soon. Later.